Welcome to our 8th and final week of this 8-week Stay With Yourself course for creating a soulful and lifelong meditation practice. I am genuinely so grateful for all the time we have spent here together, and I know we still have one more week to go, so no goodbyes yet. This 8th week is all about coming home to ourselves, which again is the whole point. We're never not home in ourselves. In a lot of ways, we're just really remembering who we are. And we are remembering in our minds, in our bodies, in our emotions that we are our greatest friend and ally. We're remembering to stay with ourselves, right? To honor ourselves in each moment. To stop betraying ourselves for approval or looking outside of ourselves for answers, but beginning to look within and finding that we are our greatest friend and ally. So this week is actually the meditation this week is bringing together all of the practices that we did. So we're doing some posture and breath and some mantra, and we're just really mixing together all of these things so that you could actually sit in meditation in one singular practice and literally do all the practices that we've done in the 7 weeks leading up to this final week. However, if you don't want to do all the practices this week that we've been building up to in one big practice, and there's just one practice that you really want to go back to, feel free to do that. Or for these next 7 days, do posture and breath. Go back to posture and breath meditation on day 1. And on day 2 of this week, do clearing internal space. And on day 3, and visit literally each meditation from the past week. So this is the one week when I invite you, if you want to deviate from listening to the same meditation every day for a week, to listen to each meditation from each week throughout the week, or just to pick one that you just want to spend more time with. And then we're spending a large portion of this week being in reflection. Go back over your journaling notes. Go back over the expand your practice exercises that you've done or that you haven't done. Reflect on where you were when you started this course and where you are now. Reflect on what has shifted and changed for you and what you still want to spend more time on. And this week really, I would say really spend time in gratitude to yourself and showering yourself with love. So in a couple of the different weeks, some of the expand your practices exercises have been take yourself on a date, write yourself a letter from this age to this age. They've been these practices that are you and you doing things together. And so this week, I really, really want that for you to start thinking about how you're going to continue building time into your life just for you going forward. And I also encourage you, if you want to keep going with this course, go all the way back to week 1 and start over again, because there's a lot of materials in this course. And if you haven't been able to engage with all of them, or a week hasn't felt like enough time to do all of them, and you've wanted to take your time, again, know that this is a lifelong soulful practice just for you. So the things that you're taking away from this course over these 8 weeks are going to serve you right now. And you could come back to this course in 6 months and redo the entire course and realize that you're getting entirely different lessons out of it than you got the first time. There's things that you might hear me say the second time that you didn't even catch the first time, because that's the nature of how we grow, we change. As your narratives start changing, you start rewriting stories, you start shifting your focus into gratitude and joy and mantra and pleasure stacking and going on dates with yourself and connecting with you. You'll find that as you continue to come back to the practices and come back to the course, they're going to feel deeper, they're going to feel juicier, and you're going to be hitting on new layers and new aspects of yourself that you didn't see the first time. Because we are so deep. We are so complex. We are constantly unfolding. We are the folding unknown. And this is a lifelong practice. The staying with ourselves, the honoring ourselves, the listening to our hearts. The practice is lifelong. And there's no arrival, and you know that, right? So you're here this week to reflect, to appreciate, to enjoy, to even pat yourself on the back a bit and be like, wow, you really did that. You chose this. I chose this. I'm doing this. I did it. And look at how far I've come, right? So, and even noticing the aspects of this course that didn't work for you and saying, okay, well, that didn't work for me, but what would work for me? And then providing it for yourself. Because that's so much of what this is about. And often our experience is, oh, I don't like that. Well, that's fine. What do you like? What would you prefer? What would be better for you? Or it could be, ooh, I really like that. I want more. Okay, what do you like about it? What do you want more of? How can you get that for yourself, right? So that's what I encourage for you throughout this course, is it's really just connecting with you and you. Like you eye gazing with yourself, you looking inward, you acknowledging what is going on with you inside. How can you honor yourself in each moment? Okay. So I really don't even have very many notes for you this week. That's really kind of it. I just want you to be reflective, and I want you to go back and I want you to look at where you've been in this course and start really thinking how you want to carry these practices forward. Because we're not trying to escape our life through meditation. Meditation is not a catch-all, it's not a cure-all, it's a practice that we get to bring into our everyday life. And if you're really wanting to even expand your practice in an additional way, I would suggest taking my 30-day Presence in Everyday Life course on Insight Timer. It's so beautiful. It's 30 days presence in everyday life. And it's taking a lot of these practices that we did here and bringing them into regular life, not just a sitting practice. But I do hope that you have come to love and appreciate your sitting practice, that you have been sitting every day or laying down every day or whatever your practice is, but taking that intentional time that is just for you and then expanding on it. So, gosh, finding out that you can take time intentionally just for you, and the world doesn't fall apart, and you feel better, and you feel more centered, and you feel more grounded, and you feel more clear in your thoughts, more clear in your emotions, more clear in your body. Now you know what you need. Now you know what you want. Now you can better ask for what you need and what you want. And even if you don't get what you're asking for, it's just the act of asking to begin with. And you know that you are on your own side. And no matter what happens, you always have your own back, and so on and so forth, right? This is really, really powerful stuff. So I hope that there's some level of that you've experienced this week. And whatever that is, choose to carry it forward in your daily life. And as always, if you need support, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. This is my life's work till the end of days. It might change a little bit. It might look a little different here and there and whatever, but this work of staying with myself and supporting you and learning to stay with yourself and honoring yourself, that's what I'm all about. So I'm here for it. And I'm here for you. And I just thought of a quote. One of my favorite quotes by John Lennon is, people think you want them to do something or say something or be something, but you don't. You just want them to be themselves so that you can be yourself, right? So a lot of this practice, we do this for us, but we do this for the world around us. We become who it is we wish others would become just by being ourselves, right? So we're not trying to change the world. We're not trying to change even ourselves or change anybody. What we're doing is we're connecting with our deepest truth. And then we're living from it. And we're touching into joy and beauty and gratitude and love and light and inner wisdom and befriending ourselves and ritual and mantra and that deep, wonderful spaciousness that is always unfolding inside of us. And we're training and retraining our bodies, cueing our bodies into how to be at peace at all times, right? Opening our hearts to this experience that is only happening this one time in this one way on this one planet with these other people, and especially with ourselves. Yeah. So thank you for being here with me. It is an enormous honor to be holding this space for you. I hope you enjoy this final week, and I will be sending you, I will have one more little message and module for you at the end of this course with a beautiful ebook that you can download of the entire course. Please download all the materials and the content that I've provided for you and keep it. I've had some people that have printed out all the materials and, did a 3-hole punch and put them in a beautiful little binder. Whatever you need to do, to be able to revisit these materials, I encourage you to do that, okay? But this is not goodbye. This is just the beginning. Until next time, may you stay with yourself today and always.